The 7 foods that cause belly fat to accumulate. Belly fat forms when your liver contains too much fat, which then starts to spill over and wrap itself around your organs. Visceral fat can cause health problems because it obstructs the function of your organs like your heart, pancreas, intestines, and gallbladder. The more belly fat you have, the higher the risk of developing high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, circulation problems, and swelling throughout your body. Visceral fat is also biologically active, releasing cytokines that cause inflammation. This damages the cells in your body, making it harder to lose weight in the future. Belly fat is usually caused by a high-carb diet, eating too many foods that contain sugar, starch, or fructose. It can also be triggered by inflammatory foods that damage the liver, causing a spillover of fat. High levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, also produce more visceral and subcutaneous fat around the belly. In this video, you'll learn about the worst 7 foods that cause visceral belly fat, so you can start cutting them out of your diet. I'll also explain how stress causes belly fat and steps you can take to fix it. Number 1. Trans fats. Some of the most damaging foods that cause a buildup of belly fat are hydrogenated oils like soybean oil, corn, canola, cottonseed, sunflower oils, and margarine. These are often used to cook fast foods, takeout meals, and they are in all of the packaged foods found in supermarkets. Despite being called vegetable oils, they are actually made from highly processed grains, involving solvents and chemicals that are toxic to your liver cells. They are also rich in omega-6 fatty acids, which raise inflammation throughout your body, causing a buildup of fat in your liver, which spills over into your belly. Start cooking your own healthy meals at home using cold-pressed healthy oils like avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, and grass-fed butter. Number 2. Grains and flour. Starchy foods like bread, cereals, biscuits, pasta, crackers, pastries, and donuts are all loaded with refined carbohydrates. As they are high on the glycemic index, they quickly turn into sugar, glucose, in your blood. Any extra sugar is then converted into fat and stored in your fat cells as visceral fat beneath your belly. Even whole grains have this effect. Whole grains also contain phytic acid, which can block your body's ability to absorb minerals like zinc, magnesium, and calcium. I recommend following a low-carb plan such as keto, as this helps to lower blood sugars and burn through your fat stores for energy. Number 3. Fructose. Fructose is a type of sugar found in fruit. It's 50% of table sugar, and it's also a part of agave nectar and HFCS, high fructose corn syrup. The problem is that your cells do not use fructose as energy like they would regular glucose. The fructose is directly broken down in your liver. As 80% of packaged foods contain HFCS, this overwhelms your liver and causes a buildup of visceral fat, liver damage, and insulin resistance. If you start checking labels, you'll find it in soda drinks, fruit juices, jams, syrups, sweets, and all kinds of junk foods. HFCS is also made from GMO corn, which is sprayed with chemical herbicides, so it also has harmful chemicals that further damage your liver, leading to belly fat. Number 4. Soy protein isolates. Soy protein isolates are some of the worst food additives that you could possibly put into your body. These are highly processed, inexpensive plant proteins that come from GMO soybeans grown with heavy amounts of glyphosate, a dangerous herbicide that is toxic for your liver. Soy protein isolates are used to make protein bars, diet shakes, ready meals, fake vegetarian meat patties, and even some baby milk formulas. Soy is one of the leading causes of hormonal imbalance in both women and men, causing inflammation in the liver and weight gain around the viscera. Avoid these entirely and stick with whole food proteins like meat, eggs, fish, shellfish, or water lentils. Number 5. Soda drink. I already mentioned that soda drinks are sweetened with both glucose and fructose, which turns into fat around your stomach. But even the diet drinks cause you to accumulate fat indirectly, as they contain artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose. These synthetic sweeteners can cross the blood-brain barrier, blocking certain neurotransmitters that tell you when you are full. This makes you feel extremely hungry and more likely to snack or purchase more junk foods. In fact, artificial sweeteners have been shown to kill friendly microbes that live in your gut. This causes liver damage, weight gain, depression, and anxiety. Number 6. Dairy products. Many people do not realize that high-fat and processed dairy products can also lead to the accumulation of belly fat. Items such as full-fat cheese, butter, and ice cream are high in saturated fats and calories, which can contribute to weight gain and an increase in visceral fat. Additionally, many processed dairy products contain added sugars and artificial ingredients that can further exacerbate fat storage around the belly. If you are sensitive to lactose, consuming dairy can cause bloating and inflammation, which can also make your belly appear larger. To reduce belly fat, consider switching to lower-fat dairy options or dairy alternatives such as almond milk, coconut yogurt, and low-fat cottage cheese. Number 7. Alcohol. If you drink alcoholic drinks on a regular basis, you are far more likely to develop both visceral and subcutaneous fat. Alcohol puts a very heavy burden on your liver as it's a solvent. The liver has to break it down into small particles in order to detoxify it. Over time, this strain damages the hepatocytes, which causes inflammation and lowers your body's ability to metabolize fat and sugar properly. This causes fatty liver disease, and fat starts to build up inside the organ until there is no longer any space. So it starts to spill over into the spaces between your organs, pushing your belly outward. If you do have a protruding belly, you'll definitely want to clean up your diet, as this massively raises the risk of diabetes, heart attacks, and liver cancer later in life. How stress causes belly fat. Now that you are aware of the foods that you should be avoiding if you want to burn/prevent belly fat, it's important to understand how stress can also trigger the accumulation of belly fat. When you are anxious, stressed, or fearful, your glands release a hormone called cortisol, the stress hormone. This quickly turns proteins in your body into sugar so that you can have a burst of energy to run away or fight in an emergency situation. Over time, if you stay stressed and you keep producing cortisol, your body continues to raise the sugar in your blood. This triggers another hormone called insulin, which goes in to remove the excess sugar and turns it into body fat, which tends to accumulate around the stomach. So, if you're eating well and you're still not losing weight, you'll need to find ways to turn off cortisol and reduce the stressful situations in your life. I recommend walking in nature for at least 30 minutes each day with fresh air and sunshine. This helps to calm down your nervous system and turn off this fight or flight response that's making you gain weight. Studies also show that listening to slow and calm music that has around 60 beats per minute has a relaxing effect on the body, helping to ease stress and lower cortisol. You can also use guided meditations that will help you trigger relaxation. Finally, getting at least 8 hours of sleep is undoubtedly the best way to manage stress, as your hormones tend to rebalance and reset during REM sleep. Sleeping more also helps to raise glucagon, the hormone that helps you burn more fat. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and as always, I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.